This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.
Hey folks, this is This Epic Disaster. Thank you for joining us. That's kind of a weird beginning.
And this is this epic disaster. We are both our own epic disaster.
What did I say?
You said this is this epic disaster.
I
said
know.
this is this epic disaster.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We're separate epic
Separate
disasters.
epic disasters. Well, see, that's what the show is about.
Right.
In case the people don't know, This Epic Disaster, the podcast, Epic Disaster, the hosts,
Are
Epic Disasters.
epic disasters.
The listeners,
Our disaster baiters.
epic disasters. We're all epic disasters, and this life of ours is pretty much an epic disaster, and we're getting through it.
We are.
We're making it happen.
Best way we can.
I got some gripes. All right, I don't
crap.
like to start the show with some gripes, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to start.
And he's
'cause
getting louder, folks.
Well, I'm pissed off.
Calm down.
So I've ordered 2 products recently from Amazon. It has nothing to do with Amazon, really, except the most recent one. I did order something, and so Amazon says, this will be in your mailbox on Monday. Guaranteed.
Oh,
Guaranteed on Monday.
Okay.
So Monday
Uh-huh.
doesn't show up. It's not there.
motherfucker.
It's like, sorry, it wasn't there. Now we're expecting it tomorrow. There was a delivery problem, and I was like, oh, well, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So I wait till tomorrow. Guess what?
Not there.
It's not there. And they say, if you don't get this by Wednesday, get in touch with us, and we'll see what kind of. So Wednesday comes along, and they're like, you should probably ask for a refund because we think it's been lost.
We
So
lost it.
if they think it's been lost, the message I got said it is on the truck, and the guy or girl, the delivery person, is delivering it today. Well, why would they say that?
If it wasn't
If it was
actually on
lost,
the truck. But then they
it's
said,
bullcrap.
Hold
They-
on. They said you had a delivery problem.
No, yeah, the deliverer had a problem of some sort.
Well, maybe it was on the truck and they weren't lying.
They said lost or damaged. I just feel like I think it's an excuse.
How do you know they didn't get into a horrible accident and die? How would you feel then?
Well, that would have made the news, but it didn't happen.
Not necessarily. Did
They
you hear
would have
about
said, "We're sorry, our delivery person died and didn't get to deliver."
several
your thing."
living beings died on Monday on the interstate?
Well, we didn't hear anything about an Amazon person dying. I just don't think that happened. And okay,
These were
so that one.
cows.
So
They were
anyway,
cows.
I canceled.
Okay.
I canceled it.
Uh-huh.
I got a refund, and then I ordered the exact same product from somebody else. So that's supposed to be here tomorrow. We'll see
Oh,
if
okay.
it's here tomorrow.
Okay.
That's not what I'm griping about, even though I just did. It's not really what I'm griping about. So I ordered. Okay,
I was all with you on that.
I went on a
gripe.
diet. You know, I went on this diet. I went on a
Potatoes.
No, potatoes started it, but
Okay.
it's a oil free, grease free, whatever you want to call it, oil free, basically, plant based diet, plant based, oil free.
So not even like olive oil?
No, you're not supposed to have anything at all. So, and the question is, how do you cook the stuff?
Coconut oil?
No, no oil. It's supposed to be bad for you. Now
It's not bad for you. It's very, very good for you.
it's not. So we can argue that, but I'm not going to. I'm just saying this is the diet. This
All
is
right,
the
all
way
right.
that this is the diet.
All right.
So the question is, how do you cook? Because you can't really cook stuff without oil. You need some oil. So here's what they say.
Bake it
They-
in parchment paper.
No, they say buy a nonstick pan. And I'm like, okay, well, I have some nonstick pans, a few.
Uh-huh.
I love cooking with iron skillets. You know I
Right,
do.
yes.
And iron skillets sort of have a natural oil-free nonstick surface, but not for this stuff. You kind of need to put a little bit of oil in it. So they'll say, we recommend that you buy this product, this pan, because it's the best. It has a porcelain surface. It's not Teflon, porcelain,
Right.
non-stick surface.
They're actually really nice. I've had one.
Okay. That's my gripe, because I ordered one of these things. The first thing I cooked in it did not stick. Every mother freaking thing I've cooked so far has stuck to it.
Maybe you're not washing it correctly.
I have followed directions exact. Number 1, do not cook at high temperatures. That's what they say. Number 2, add oil to the pan. What? That's the whole reason I got it, so I don't have to add oil to the pan. They say that you're supposed to season the pan with oil. Well, that's really adding oil to the pan, isn't it?
Well, that's an iron skillet.
I have one of those. I don't need that. So I did that.
Okay.
I seasoned it to specifications. I cooked to specifications, not high temperature. Everything that I cook sticks to the pan.
Like what? Like what have you cooked that stuck?
Anything, everything that I have cooked. And so yesterday, I cook at low temperature.
Low.
I cook a lunch. So it's a vegan lunch.
Okay.
So I lightly fry it.
Uh-huh.
And it has left stuff on the pan that will not come off. No, you can't scratch it off because it's supposed to be.
Because you'll ruin the surface.
It's a nonstick. Today I sprayed oven cleaner on it to
For
get that
fuck's
stuff on it.
sake.
It will not come off.
Oh my God.
It's fused onto
What
that.
was it?
I have a non-stick pan that sticks. I have stainless steel with stains on it. How do these people make this stuff with these labels and we keep buying it and it never works? I want to know this. I'm going to name this product. It's called the Green Pan. I'm saying it because it's never worked except for the first time I cooked on it. If the Green Pan people want to call me and tell me why it's not working, I would love to know, because I would love to have a nonstick pan. And that's why I bought it. I spent some good money on this Green Pan.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to post this and we're going to tag Green Pan people.
I'm kind of a little miffed about it because I bought it because it was recommended by the diet people, the people who did this diet.
And who are those people, by the way?
I don't want to go into all that.
Okay.
But and I've seen it recommended by other people. It's a nationally known, maybe globally known company that makes these pans. So anyway, that's all I'm saying. I'm just ticked off. I don't know how they can make pans that are called no stick, that stick. How can they make stainless steel
That stains.
that stains? And we keep buying that stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Why do we do that?
I don't know. And you buy things that aren't supposed to shrink and they shrink.
Yeah.
You buy things that are supposed to stretch a certain way and they don't.
And then we keep doing it.
Yeah.
Why? You know what we need?
Or what about, like, you buy the paint that you're not supposed to be able to see fingerprints on. Guess what? You can see all over it.
Sometimes you buy pumpkin beer and it doesn't taste like pumpkin.
Okay, so what you're saying to me right now by saying that is that you chose to take your beer time and rant, and now we have to open a beer.
I'm just saying, today we have pumpkin beer.
We do.
I expect it to taste like pumpkin.
So everybody's familiar with Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
I wouldn't say everybody, but we are.
Very familiar.
I like that.
We
I
enjoy
like
that
it.
beer quite well.
We do.
Today I have Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale.
And I'm expecting it to taste like pumpkin, and I'm expecting it to taste as good as the regular Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale taste.
We will see.
Now, I'm looking at what you just poured. I'm going to call that color, and I know it doesn't make sense. Well, I call it pumpkin. It's
orange.
It's a very orange.
It's
I was
very
going to call it
orange.
leather because it's kind of leathery looking. Now I'm going to give this a sniff.
Okay, you just sniff that. Now, this is
Okay.
ale brewed with natural pumpkin flavors and
That smells good.
spices and aged in oak bourbon barrels. So it's basically their bourbon barrel ale, but it was brewed with pumpkin type spices.
Yeah, and I think last week we had a pumpkin beer. I can't remember. I think we both kind of liked it okay, but it didn't taste
It wasn't
didn't
very
taste like
pumpkin-y. No.
This-
It had a great smell to
Yeah.
it. It was smelled sweet, but it also smelled very pumpkin, but it didn't taste very pumpkin. What do you think of this one? I smell something different than normal.
Taste it. See what you think. It doesn't taste like pumpkin.
It doesn't taste like pumpkin.
It tastes like Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Where's the pumpkin? Why do they? How
It tastes
can
like
they
a
put?
sweeter version of that.
I don't even think it's sweet. How can they put Maybe I'm just used to these pumpkin ales, pumpkin ciders, or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe
don't know.
here's what happened last week. Is I started drinking. It didn't taste like pumpkin. Then toward the end, it started tasting like pumpkin. So maybe that'll happen.
Okay, we'll see.
I don't want to rant too. I got to get off this rant thing.
Yeah,
I really need to calm down.
okay.
I need to calm down.
I'm
don't I?
looking at you, and both of your knees are going, and you're talking like this,
Yeah.
and you got to do this, and before we came up here, you
Yeah.
said I've had way too much coffee.
Oh no, I'm drinking too much coffee. That's one of the things I'm waiting on from Amazon.
What? Coffee?
I'm a pour over guy now.
Oh, God, here we go.
I bought the pour over coffee. I'm totally into pour over. It's my favorite coffee. But now I'm drinking way too much freaking coffee.
You need to stop with the coffee.
I got to back off.
You need to put a little scotch in that coffee.
I thought about it yesterday. I almost did. Now I'm going to say I really like this beverage. I really like this.
Okay.
I'm just at this point it doesn't taste like pumpkin, but I do like the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
It does. It's got a very bourbon flavor. Okay, so we're not supposed to talk about the beer till the end.
No, we're supposed to go on to do a little bit of our
Zabmando.
little favorite game that we play when we're doing our beer.
Yes.
I'm sorry, people. Sorry for ranting. My
He's
rant
not.
is over.
He's
rant
not
is
sorry.
over. I swear I won't rant anymore in the rest of the show.
He's lying.
I will not.
Oops.
Why did you drink? You can't have 3 questions. You just dropped 3 questions.
I could have 3
You're
questions.
gonna drop a blue one now. See?
Yeah,
All
because
right.
you saw it in my
How can I
hand.
see it before you drop it?
Because I held it like this.
I
and
know
then
what
went
colors.
like,
I saw blue, whatever, but no.
Lies.
I don't know why you doubt my psychic abilities. Really don't. I don't
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go talk to a psychic,
I think we should.
and we're gonna see how psychic you are.
I've always wanted to have my palm read.
Ooh, let's go do that.
I want to I'm going to go to a palm reader
Okay,
for Halloween. That
We're
should be
gonna
our
do
little-
that here in the next couple weeks. We're gonna do that.
Okay, Zapmando is a game of Would You Rather. So I'm going to be asking you a Would You Rather question,
And I shall answer it.
And let's see what today's blue question is appearance/embarrassment.
Okay, I have all of those.
I know. I feel like that this should be a good category for you.
Okay.
Would you rather sweat moderately but constantly 24 hours a day all over your body?
I live in Atlanta. I already do.
I already do that too. Stop the question. Or have an unremovable metal pin in your jaw which constantly picks up a Muzak radio station.
I would rather sweat. You have no idea how much music bothers me when it's forced on me.
I don't mind the music too much. I just wouldn't want a pin in my jaw. Could I have a radio somewhere else? I don't know. Like on Gilligan, he had fillings.
Right.
Like they put special. I think the professor put a special filling in it. He got radio.
Shortwave radio.
Yeah. And then
And then
lightning hitting him and it went away.
I would absolutely rather sweat. Just because I
can't
already
stand the
do.
sweat.
I already do. And secondly is because music I need absolute silence
From me right now.
often.
Yeah, I don't know that I could do that though. I hate sweating so much. I would almost go with the pin in my jaw.
But there's things you can do
but
about
no
the
one
sweat.
asked me the question. I
No,
didn't
it
get the
wasn't your
question, so I don't get a
question.
pick.
It wasn't your
Yeah,
question.
even though I'm going to drop a red one right now.
Are you?
I
Red?
don't know why I say that, but look at that. I'm two today. Both of them I got.
It's all the pour over coffee.
That's what it
That's
is.
what it is.
Coffee and bourbon barrel.
Okay, so
And
the
my
red
psychic
question, stands for pain, fear, or discomfort, which
Which
I
I have
know
right
you
now.
have all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you
I
rather
would.
have to fight off 10 8-year-old boys with sticks and stones,
Done that before.
or one unarmed yet extremely strong adult male?
Oh, I'll go with the boys in a second.
They can be wiry little fuckers.
Yeah, I know. We'll do the boys. I don't want to mess with no strong male dude.
With no arms.
Oh, he has no arms?
No, he's unarmed. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, that's a bad joke. It's like the Black Knight from Monty Python. No arms, no legs.
Flesh
No, I don't.
wound.
I'll go with the kids. How old were the kids? It's 8?
Yeah, you're much larger than them.
Yeah. Just do
Yeah.
fart jokes. They'll start laughing and leave you alone.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's really
I know how to
actually
handle
true.
the 8-year-olds.
That's what he said.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay. Did
All right,
you
I have a
just
story here
belch
that I
into-
want to read. I love this story.
Oh, it's a lovely story.
I hope you don't mind. Can I read the story?
Please read away.
In Virginia, a man is facing charges after he allegedly grabbed produce at a Manassas giant food supermarket, pulled his pants down, and rubbed the food items on his bare butt.
Why?
I don't know. According to the Associated Press, the man put the produce back on the shelves after he rubbed them on his butt.
Do we know what kind of produce it was?
Fruit. Michael Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock, 27 years old, was arrested at the Giant Food store after an employee called 911 about Johnson's destruction of property. The employee reiterated to the officers that Johnson was seen picking up the produce, pulling his pants down, rubbing the produce on his buttocks, and then replacing the produce on the shelves.
He rubbed it on his butt.
Yep. He was arrested in the supermarket, charged with 2 misdemeanors, indecent exposure, and destruction of property.
So he didn't just leave? He didn't just leave?
Apparently not.
He just hung out?
I don't know
waited?
if that's destruction. That's more just kind of tainting. The police report states...
He rubbed it on his butt, not his taint.
The police report states a store employee had to destroy several pallets of produce, presumably tainted by Johnson's bare butt.
Wait, hold on.
Not his
Hold
taint.
on. We have a Johnson, a taint, and a butt.
I'm starting to question this, the accuracy of this story. Not only that, why would they have to destroy several pallets?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
There's nobody's butt's that big. I just don't think that that's now I'm starting to doubt it. But anyway, look it up. It says the Associated Press, Manassas Giant Food Supermarket, dude pulled his butt. His
Pulled his butt out.
Pulled his pants down, and he rubbed the produce on his butt. What do you get out of that? I mean, I know there are crazy people.
Personally, nothing.
I don't know.
No. I mean, I've tried it. It doesn't work for me.
Somebody's eating eggplant. Like, does this taste like butt to you? I don't know why. I just bought it today, and the produce is supposed to be fresh.
Well, hang on. How do you know what butt tastes
Tastes like butt.
How do you know what butt tastes like?
I don't. I'm just saying someone might say that. Anyway, that's the deal. It tastes like butt.
How old are we?
I
curious.
don't know.
I'm mentally, emotionally, how old are we?
Hey, you know what today is, don't you? Today's the first day that you can play Trick or Treat. This Epic Disasters Trick or Treat game on Facebook.
You have to play because it's going to be so much fun.
I'm going to be so disappointed if people don't play. We've worked so hard on this, and it's free, and you win prizes. Who's not going to play?
Okay, it's free. You're already on Facebook. Okay, so just do what you do on Facebook.
Here's what you got to do.
Have your friends send you pictures. Hold on. Then you get free shit.
That's all. You get prizes.
That's it.
We're going to reveal our bare butt, and we're going to rub your prizes on our butt. No, that's a whole different thing.
Different story.
We're going to tell you what the prizes are, but here's the deal. All you got to do, you probably already know this, but we're posting a graphic on our Facebook page, and that graphic will basically say you're trick-or-treating. People should leave you prizes, not prizes, treats. Anything that they want.
We're going to give them prizes.
Depending on what they leave for you, we will give you
Prizes.
a prize based on the treat.
Prize.
Yes. So, let's talk about the prizes. The prizes.
What are we talking
I forgot.
about?
The treats anybody could do. Now, some of the prizes are based on. Here's the deal. We're not telling you what some of the prizes that we're giving you are based on.
Right.
Because we have a series of secret treats that we're going to see if you get. So I'm just going to throw this out. Let's just say someone leaves you an umbrella. And the umbrella we have on our list as the secret gift for whatever one of the gifts are. If you get the umbrella and you're the first to get the umbrella, you will get the gift. See, that's how that works.
That's how it works.
We can't tell you what the
secret treats are.
Yeah, well, we can tell you what the prizes are, but we can't tell you how you get the prizes.
That's right. How they get the prizes is because people give them treats.
Exactly.
And we can't tell you what treat.
But we can tell you the prizes.
Equal the prize.
And we're going to do that right now. So here you go. First, we've already mentioned the grand prizes. Everybody knows what those are. You get to be on the podcast. You're going to be a guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I am going to do a free art piece.
You're going to do a piece of art.
That's exactly right.
Which I have hanging in my house, so it's actually pretty good.
People will feature you on the website, and then the other one. What was the other one? There's another one in there somewhere. Oh, I forgot what it is. That's right, a T-shirt.
T-shirt.
The Jay Hilgenfeld T-shirt with cartoons of us, which I have one of those shirts. You do not, but I do.
I don't yet. It's in my
I
cart.
wear it around. It's awesome.
It's in my cart.
You just put it in there and leave it.
Well, no, I'm waiting. I can't afford it.
We and it's a pretty awesome shirt. Okay, so also in the prize pack, we have a 4-movie pack of our favorite horror films, scary films, Halloween films.
You get all 4 of them.
Let's see. Can we remember those? The Birds from mine.
One of mine is The Exorcist.
The Exorcist, yours. Lost Boys, mine.
And The Gate.
The Gate, which is yours.
Yep.
So those 4 movies we're not going to tell you how you can win them.
But you will win all of them
Just play and you might get them.
just by getting one specific treat that we can't tell you what it is.
We can't tell you. You also could win a beer opener, a skeleton hand beer opener.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Very cool.
I kind of would like to have something like.
I might get one myself.
We need one to kind of keep around here, especially to open the pumpkin beer.
Agreed.
That's one of them. Another thing. These are awesome. It's a 6-pack of tattoo sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
They're
yeah.
they're like arm socks.
You
but
can be like me.
that's right. You can put these things on. They look like you have a full sleeve tattoo. Mm-hmm. There's 6 of them. You could have a different tattoo. Everybody like, how did you do that? How did you get rid of your tattoos? That's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
And a mug that it's a Walking Dead mug, little thing. When you put a hot beverage in it, something happens to it.
But it's okay. So you went with Walking Dead. Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Because I was going to go with Mike Myers, but that's just me. I'm a little more old school.
I couldn't find a good one of those,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that's why I didn't do it.
And when you leave Rick to do the shopping, that's what happens.
Well, whatever. You just got to do it. It's fun stuff. It's all fun stuff. Also, we got a Disaster Baiter shirt, which actually is a brand new design.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is also going to be a gift, and our logo shirt is also a gift. So a lot of stuff to win.
So okay, let me just lay this out here. It's going to be
If only
so
2
easy.
people play, everybody.
So easy. All you got to do is post this thing to your Facebook and say, "Hey, leave me pictures of things." That's what I'm trick or treating for.
Yep.
I just want pictures of things. And we're going to spend the time to go through all your posts as long as we are tagged at this epic disaster.
Got to tag us.
And we will be able to find them and look for them. And the first one we find that has what the secret prize or secret treat is, you get the prize. That is it.
That's all you got to do.
That's it.
Fun.
And then we'll hit you up and we'll be like, "Hey, what's your address? Gotta send you some shit."
Here's the deal. I would play this game even if I didn't win a prize because I would just like to know what people would leave me for a trick-or-treat gift.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it is. It's like going to a house trick-or-treating. You never know what you're going to get. They give you a Snickers bar or they give you, peanuts, circus peanuts.
Or
whatever.
they give you like homemade popcorn in a cellophane thing.
Yeah, a little marshmallow,
Yeah.
something or another. Who know? You never know what you're going to get.
Right.
It's the same thing. You don't know what your friends are going to give you. Mm-hmm. We don't either, but we're hoping that they're going to give you certain gifts because if they do,
Then
you
you
might
get
win a
prizes.
prize.
Okay. So that's the game. Please play. Moving on.
Also, everybody will get a prize. We're going to give stickers to everybody who plays.
Everybody.
Even if you've already had stickers, we're forcing you to have stickers.
You're gonna have more stickers.
Yeah.
Use
That's
them
gonna
as
be
duct
fun.
tape or something.
I'm already getting into the Halloween mood.
I'm half lit. I really kind of feel.
It's this Kentucky pumpkin barrel.
I'm not sure if it's that or
Ew.
the
Oh,
rum drink I had
You
before.
had the rum drink.
Not
That's
sure.
correct.
But anyways, moving on.
Moving on. Let's just say really quick, we mentioned this before. We are going to be doing a live performance, not for this podcast, but for the Life to Kill podcast here in Atlanta on October 29th. If you're in the neighborhood, you'd like to come and see us live in kilts, reading horror stories that have to do with kilts, you can do that. We will be there at Mac McGee in Decatur.
On
That'll
Sycamore.
be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
We'll be there.
We will be there. For more information, check the Life in a Kilt podcast page. You will find some information about that. That's going to be our big Halloween thing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm writing stories. Ready to go.
I'm thinking about stories.
So I have a question for you. Do you know anybody? Okay, I think we all know people who like couples who kind of like get on their nerves because they do weird stuff.
Oh
And they do
God,
it in-
yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Do you
So
know
many
any
of
like
them.
specific examples you want to give?
Baby talk.
Couples who baby talk.
And they can't speak to each other any other way. Now, once in a while, okay, I understand couples having cute little things that they do. And if you go, "Oh, it's a baby," or something like that, and then be done with it, I understand that. But if the only way you can talk to somebody is, "Honey, would you get me a glass of water?" I'm like, "No, bitch, I ain't getting you shit."
And sometimes people have like embarrassing nicknames for each other that they use in front of their friends that they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, like
Stuff like
sugar
that?
tits. That was mine.
Oh, really? That was yours?
Sugar tits.
Interesting. Okay. I don't even want to go there.
And it used to piss me off when he would call me that.
Yeah. Well, I've started thinking about that, about like when you're in relationships, just weird things. Because I think well, no, I don't know. Even some of this, just things that you do, even in private, it doesn't have to be in public. In private, every relationship is different. And, what seems to happen is you start going down this path. For instance, if you start talking baby talk early in the relationship, you'll never stop.
I know.
It'll go on forever and ever and ever.
It's annoying as fuck.
I know. And so I have some examples here.
All right. What you got? Oh, God.
These are 29 couples that prove being in a relationship automatically turns you weird.
29.
29.
Let's hear them.
Relationship.
Let's hear them. Here we go.
Now,
stretch, people. Stretch
I have
first.
to do a little disclaimer. If for some reason you are listening to this podcast with your children, first of all, your children should be taken away from you promptly.
Unless they're of age. I mean, if you're listening to it with your 20-year-old daughter,
if you're
that's
like
different.
70 and your
But if
kid's
they're-
50,
that's
go ahead. But no. Some of these get a little bit explicit. Now, I don't know that I would say just nasty, but just stuff you don't want kids to hear. These are relationship things. These are weird things that couples do. Some
Okay.
couples, 29 couples, just examples. And it kind of...
I'm intrigued.
Well, you start thinking, oh, yeah, I do some weird things too. I don't think I would want people to know about.
Yeah, I do some weird things too. Well,
Yeah, we don't know.
I have done some weird things. You know some of the weird things that I have done.
Well, yeah. Here we go. All right, number one couple. My girlfriend likes to play koala.
Huh?
Where I lay on my stomach, she wraps herself around me and yells, "Koala," one time. Then she feels like she's securely locked on me, and I try to break free. That's their thing that they do.
Oh my God.
They play koala. Okay.
Whew,
Get ready.
that's a hell of a mental image there.
Get ready.
Oh God, here we go.
My significant other has me sit on top of him topless and let my breast dangle over his face. He pulls them over his eyes and says, "Booby goggles." Sometimes I'll move one out of the way and it becomes a booby monocle.
No, make it stop.
I don't know how this started.
She doesn't know how it started.
But they're still doing it apparently.
Just out of nowhere, she'll just straddle him and be like, "Boobs
Booby
in your
goggles.
face."
Booby goggles.
Oh God.
All right, couple number 3. When my boyfriend and I shower together, we do a ritual butt dance. We rub our butts together in an up and down and then side to side fashion and exclaim that we're married. That's just weird. We're married. We're married. Booby goggles.
We're married.
All right, number 4. When I get pretend mad and we're naked, I climb on top of him and swing my boobs back and forth so they hit his face. We call it boobing. You're getting a boobing tonight.
Okay.
Pretend mad.
All right, here we go.
I'll hit you with my boobs.
I've done that.
I think a lot of people have. All right. Number 5. On the day of, this is an old confession. On the day of the election, me and my girlfriend wore Romney and Obama masks, respectively. The person wearing the loser of the election had to keep the mask on during sex.
Oh.
So that meant somebody's having sex with Mitt Romney.
Oh.
Also had to down 6 beers, which probably made it a little better.
I mean,
it's not as bad.
Was Mitt Romney facing the person?
I really don't know. He's a Mormon.
Okay.
I don't think he drinks 6 beers, but whatever.
Okay.
All right, speaking of 6, number 6, an ex-boyfriend and I once ate chips and salsa off of each other's privates.
Ouch.
We call it a screaming tortilla. I think so.
Oh my God, ouch.
We were ragingly drunk, and the risk of accidentally biting were both hilarious and sexy. I don't know that I want salsa genitalia. I mean...
I don't want chili peppers anywhere near my genitalia.
No. And the risk of biting is not sexy.
It's frightening.
Yeah. Okay, number 7. Sometimes when I leave the bedroom after sex, he'll steal a pair of my underwear, hide them somewhere, and when accused, he will say, "But it's my friend."
Okay. I was
feel
walking
like-
down that path for a minute, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be funny.
Yeah.
But it's my friend.
It's just embarrassing.
It's
I feel like we're kind of peeking in on a relationship we shouldn't be peeking in on.
Oh no, she opened that door.
Where's my underwear? But it's my friend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
All right, couple number 8. I have one. Oh, this is disgusting. I have one nose hair that grows to mutant length. Like it starts far, far back in my nose, and by the time it grows to the point I can pull it, it is longer and thicker than my eyebrow hair. So
What
naturally, when I pull the sucker out, I proceed to try to stick it back up my significant other's nose. That's not even romantic. I mean, that's grounds for leaving right there.
That's disgusting. Why would you try and shove anything up somebody else's nose?
Why did you leave Jeremy? Well,
Well,
let me tell you
I'm
about
filing
the nose
for
hair.
divorce, and this is why.
All right, number 9. Sometimes when me and my girlfriend are in the car driving somewhere, we'll harmonize and sing songs together. Sounds normal, right?
Right.
Well, the strange part, we do it all in meows, like a cat.
Yes, I am all for this.
Same rhythm and melody, just meows and ringers in replace of the lyrics.
I love it.
It's so stupid and embarrassing, but I love every minute of it. She's the only person who allows me to do embarrassing or stupid or immature things with no reserve.
I mean, isn't that kind of true, though? Isn't
Yeah.
that really true?
A good relationship, I think, is like that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, number 10. My fiance and I will randomly look at each other lovingly and make Wookiee sounds.
Oh.
We call it our mating call.
Oh.
Also, his penis's name is Sergeant Pepper.
No.
And his,
nope.
And
nope.
his balls are the Lonely Heart Club Band.
You lost me. You lost me at the penis.
They have way too many things. Either do the Wookiee or do the Lonely Hearts Club balls, but not both. I don't think you're allowed.
Wookie balls.
Oh, man. That's a relationship you don't want to be next to in the hotel.
I mean, I'm kind of into it, but not
Really?
Not. I mean, the Beatles. No, good.
Beatles. I'm going to beetle my ball. No. Anyway. Number 11. My ex and I pretend to be dinosaurs a lot. Lots of arms, T-Rexing,
Yes.
and weird noises.
Yes,
It wasn't all that different from the sex now that I think about it.
I love it. I love it. I think that's adorable.
We're dinosaurs. Booby goggles.
Wait, this is what your wife does. I feel.
No, she would like to do it. I'm not going to mention it, though.
Oh, okay.
All right, number 12. My boyfriend makes our stuffed animals, Mr. Reindeer, Mr. Bear, etc., talk on a regular basis. Each one has a different voice. They generally act stupid at times, say sexually inappropriate things to me.
Of course.
Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it gets annoying, but it's our thing. I can't imagine any normal person understanding this behavior at all.
I totally get it. Who doesn't have a stuffed or plastic creature that they're like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," you
Yeah.
know, and make sounds with it and have it chase you around? And yeah,
We
that's
do- I
totally
think,
fine.
in my relationship, we probably do voices for animals a lot, our dogs and stuff.
Well, and you and I used to have like chickens.
Chicken.
Chicken. Chicken. See, you did it.
Yep.
I knew you would do it.
Number 13. My husband, a manly man firefighter, sometimes ties a towel around his neck after showers and runs around saying he's naked man, and then he gropes me vigorously.
Okay, that is adorable.
I'm naked man.
Naked man.
Let me grope you.
And here's my sidekick sausage.
That's what a relationship basically is for, is so that you can be naked man and grope
Yes.
people.
Yes.
And then you don't have to get barred from the Supreme Court. Can you imagine one day, though, someone's testifying, well, he was naked, man, and he groped me.
And he groped me.
Oh, well. All right, number 14. We run around the house naked, making animal sounds sometimes. It's not sexual. We just do it.
Okay, so I totally get that. I'm down with that.
Running around naked, making animal noises. I think my... that's enough. I might be able to relate to the running around naked. I don't think I would do the animal sounds. I don't think I could do that.
It's fun.
All right,
Get
15.
into
Number 15. Couple 15. My boyfriend has 3 scars from a surgery that look like little centipedes.
Oh.
I have given them all names and backstories about their little bug lives.
Oh, okay. That's adorable. My first husband had knee surgery, and he had 3 little scars as well.
Did you name them?
I did not.
You should have named them and
I
gave them stories.
barely looked at them. Not that they grossed me out. I just barely ever saw him.
All right, couple 16. If I'm washing my hands and my husband starts tickling me, I will splash handfuls of water onto him, and it turns into a huge watery mess by the time we declare a truce.
And he knows it's going to happen.
Yeah,
And he does it anyway.
apparently. I mean, that's what a relationship is for, I guess. All right, couple number 17. When we're in the car, one of us will reach over to hold the other's hand, but instead of it being romantic, we will start to imitate our hands having sex with each other through humping motions and finishing with jerky hand twitches. I might have done that before. You just hold hands and then you start going like this, and then you like really get into it. Yeah. And it can really, if you got some lotion, it can really, really get authentic.
I prefer the heated KY.
And then you end with hand twitches. It's all over. Yeah.
And then you smoke.
you smoke a cigarette with your
Yes.
hand. Mhm.
Yes.
Number 18, my girlfriend very often will bite random parts of me, usually my hands or arms, while going "Ang, ang, 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 ang," in rhythm with the pressure of her teeth. I do the same back.
I do that.
It's a show of affection for us.
It really is. It's a.
My cat does that to me. Ang, ang, ang. Jenny will do. I
Just
don't know.
chews on you?
Yeah.
She just chews on you.
It's weird. All right, couple 19. Sometimes when we're kissing, we just leave our lips pressed against each other with our mouths open like a romantic pair of donuts.
So they're going for a hybrid of the human centipede is what's happening
I forgot
here.
about that. I used to do that when I was like years ago. It's like you'd be kissing and like really getting into it, and then I would just stop and leave my lips like that, and then just see how long it takes for the other person to realize that you're not participating.
Your tongue is no longer moving.
Well, it's kind of fun.
No, it's
It
not.
is. It is fun. They're like, what's going on?
It's almost like this couple that we just heard about is almost like sitting there waiting for somebody to sew their lips together.
It's fun. Fun to do. Relationship tests, I guess.
Oh dear.
All right, couple 20. We have a secret handshake. The last part, we pretend to shoot guns at each other and then give a little nod. I should mention we're 32 years old. So they do the little Isaac from
And they have a little
from
handshake.
the Love Boat.
Yes.
Little guns.
Little- That's
And then give a
cute.
little nod like,
That's cute. That's cute.
just shot you.
I gotcha.
All right, couple 21 says, when my boyfriend is grumpy, I jump on him, hold his legs in the air, and add gentle weeping.
What?
He cracks up every time.
Add gentle
I would be
weeping?
uncomfortable with that. I guess. I don't know.
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't either. But
Oh,
it's almost like
God.
you're being diapered if you're a kid. You know, you get your legs pulled up in the air. I don't know. All right, couple 22 says, my husband does this thing where he grabs and massages the top of my head
Yes.
in a motion similar to a claw machine.
What is that?
Then he flattens his head out suddenly and he says, this was a brain sucker and it starved to death. Silly. It should be offensive, but it always makes me laugh. I know somebody who used to do that all the time to everybody.
I know somebody that used to do that to me, and that's my ex-husband.
Yeah, all the time.
All
Brain-
the time.
It's a brain sucker.
It's a
and
brain
starving
sucker.
to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the time.
Did you write this?
No.
Oh.
Maybe it was his next or one of 3 wives.
It's after you. Well, this person thinks it's funny because it always makes her laugh. Or him. Number 23, my husband requires injections into his abdomen twice a day. He doesn't say why, but maybe he has rabies. Anyway, he hates it for obvious reasons. So to make it slightly more pleasant, I decided to give them to him topless. He pretends to be really scared, and he holds on to my breasts.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's so scary.
I'm an RN, and I would die of embarrassment if any of my colleagues and his physicians knew that was the reason. He says that I'm the best injection person.
Oh. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. That's your husband.
Can you hold your boobs?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait,
I don't
no,
need,
not you.
I don't need injections for that. All right,
Okay.
number 24. Something we 20. All our sexual organs have their own personality and voices.
No. No. I'm not. No.
For example, I speak daily to his penis and his little brother testicles,
No.
who have MIT degrees, by the way.
I am done with this. No, that's
And
weird.
My
No.
boyfriend does their voices when I talk to them. Also, all our body parts are all in a polygamous relationship
Oh my
with
God.
each other.
Oh my God.
In other words, his
No.
penis and my vagina are married, but his penis always gets it on with my mouth and butt, etc.
Wait, what about her though? What does her vagina get to do? Does it get it on with?
I guess I don't know. It's polygamous relationship. I think his butt also gets on with some fruit, maybe some bananas and
I have
stuff
something
at
very-
the giant food mart.
I have some God. I have something very embarrassing to tell you when you're done with this. It's something that I used to do with my ex-boyfriend.
I have never ever been with a woman who did not ask if she could do puppet shows with my penis. Never.
Wait.
I have never
Wait.
been with a woman at some point who did not want to do puppet shows with my penis. What is that?
We don't
Why-
have them.
Huh?
We don't have them.
I guess it's just something fun.
Why do men like to play with boobies?
Well, I don't know.
Because they don't have
It's
them.
not. I feel like the playing isn't the same kind of play as women. Like men just like to kind of touch and stroke and that, but women want to actually do puppet shows. They want to do it. They want to play. Kukla, Fran, and Peony is what that is. Little. It's like, no, I want to have sex, not do ventriloquism. All right? Is that
Cherry and
possible?
lamb chop.
Yeah. What? I don't understand.
No.
Anyway, it's just guys, you don't have to reveal who you are or who you're with. I want to know if that's a common thing. Do all women want to do puppet shows with your penis? Please send it to us on Facebook. I want everybody on Facebook to know.
I cannot. Okay, I have to tell you right now what I wanted to tell you.
Do it. Go for it.
I had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I hope I'm thinking about the right one because it could have been any of y'all. Where I had these pipe cleaners.
Pipe cleaners.
You know what pipe cleaners are?
Yeah.
They're the little wire with
Sure.
the fuzzy things around it. You clean,
clean the pipes with them.
Yeah. So I dressed his penis up.
No.
I did.
No.
I did.
In a costume.
No, just with pipe. I gave it arms with pipe cleaner.
Oh, see.
And I gave it
that's
little
too-
legs
No.
with pipe. And I drew with eyeliner a little face.
Was
on-
he drunk? Did he allow this?
He allowed
I
it.
just lost
He-
respect for him. That
Oh, I never respected it.
that's why you're putting his pipe cleaners on his penis.
Right?
Hmm.
And making it go, wah, 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 wah.
No.
Totally did.
That's wrong.
No, it was funny. It was good.
They're not playthings. You should know. All right.
Actually, they are.
Couple 25. Me and my ex-boyfriend used to create a seal over each other's nose with our mouth and blow into it, forcing air through their nose and out of their mouth. It was miserable and kind of turned into a punishment after a while. Also, it would occasionally result in a bloody nose.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's
That doesn't sound healthy.
I would rather have a pipe cleaner on my penis than that. I don't think I want that.
Oh, there's another thing I used to do.
No, I believe are we ready to go down that?
Yes, not with you.
No.
No, there was one boyfriend I had, and mind you, I'm talking. I was in my early 20s. I used to like to lick his eyeballs.
I think you might have asked me to do that once. I didn't do it.
I like to lick eyeballs.
That's crazy.
I am crazy. It's okay.
All right, couple 26. My girlfriend and I will often act out the fight scenes in kung fu movies. That just sounds like fun.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda would be awesome.
This usually entails us jumping on the bed and throwing punches and stuff.
Yes,
This devolves into grappling, which later devolves into making out and lots of sex.
I would hope so.
Kung fu sex.
I would hope so.
That's what you should call that, kung fu sex.
Kung Fu sex.
I think I'm trying that tonight. All right.
No, you're too old. You'll hurt yourself.
No, I can still do kung fu. All right, number couple 27. My girlfriend hunts in my belly button for fluff every night when we get into bed. This is a couple that's heading for trouble.
That's disgusting.
While she's rooting around in there, I yell out stuff about how I'm not a piece of meat and need to be romanced. Oh my God!
No.
Some people just shouldn't let things out the door. That should be totally private.
Oh. Honey, get my belly button lint, please.
Oh, my God. All right, number 28, couple 28. He stands at the other side of the room like an angry bull, ready to charge.
Nope.
He makes horns with his hands.
Nope.
And he paws the ground with his feet, ready to lunge.
Uh-uh.
I become the matador, waving my pretend red flag and ready to accept the challenge. But that's it. They don't talk about
She
what they
doesn't
do.
even have a real red flag?
Didn't Mr. and Mrs. Howell on Gilligan's Island do that?
I think so.
That's the second Gilligan's Island reference I've made today, but I believe they did.
And I think the Ropers did, too.
That's true. I think they
they
did.
did.
That if your relationship can be compared to the Howells and the Ropers,
You're doing pretty good.
I mean, you should give up.
or
All
you're
right.
doing pretty good.
I don't know. Neither of them. I think the Howells had a better relationship than the Ropers. She always wanted sex.
Yeah.
The Howells never mentioned sex, but they seemed like they had a lot.
But she was very flirty all
I
the
bet they
time.
did.
She was very flirty.
We need to check into that. All right, this
Okay.
is the last couple 29.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend holds my penis while I pee sometimes in a completely non-sexual way.
I have done,
Also, her aim is terrible.
I have done this.
Really?
Yes.
I've often thought about that, but I've never wanted to cross into that line. I just don't know if that's something I want my wife to see.
Well, no, I mean, he would leave the bathroom door open, right?
Uh-huh.
So I would just go in there and wrap my arms around him from behind, and I'd be like, here, let me hold that for you.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we won't go into a lot of detail. I remember there was a scene in, I can't think of the, Mariel Hemingway, when she was like a kid. It was like a movie. I can't think of it. It was a running movie.
A running movie.
One of her first movies. For some reason, I want to say the dude was Jan Michael Vincent. Remember that dude?
No.
I could be wrong about that.
Okay.
But there's a scene in the movie where he's peeing and she comes up behind him
And holds it for him.
and holds it. And I don't know if how her aim is. But
See, whenever I did
used to
that when I
fantasize
was
'cause
drunk,
I used to
though,
love her.
if I walked in there and wrapped my arms around him when I was drunk, and I would grab it, and I just for fun, I would go. "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo."
Oh man, we have totally crossed a line here on this podcast that we've never crossed before. I will say though,
What?
I'm just going to throw this out. I'm just going to say a sentence. I'm not going to encourage anything, but I'm just going to say, riding in the snow could be fun. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else. If you're at a place where it snows,
Depends on how good her cursive is.
cursive, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, those are 29 couples proving that we're all a little crazy in relationships.
Extremely crazy.
I was trying to think of the things that my wife and I do that are weird, and I can't think of anything that weird.
Or nothing you want to admit to.
No, I think I might admit to it if I can think of what it is, but I can't think of what it is. I know we do voices for our dogs a lot, just to make each other laugh.
Sure.
We here's one thing that we do, which is kind of fun, is like we turn regular things into dirty things.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
do that anyway.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like
I do that all the time.
yeah. So like she'll say I'm going to order some pizza, and then I'll be like I'd like to order your pizza. You know,
Yeah.
we'll do like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And we'll turn, and sometimes it's really, really funny.
Depending on what they say.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We set it up. So we do that a lot, is we'll turn it into, I think we've done it when you're here.
All the
Like,
time.
Sometimes we like get a little inappropriate. And we only do it, we don't do it to be inappropriate. We do it to make each other laugh.
When I become offended when you guys do that, I'm not really offended. You know I'm not.
No, I know, but I mean, it's fun because it's just like if I will say something like, I'm trying not to eat the meat. Mm-hmm. And then she'll be like, I'd like to eat your,
I'll eat
so,
your meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it can really be dirty, then it's very, very funny.
It's very funny.
It can be funny.
So I want you
That's
to say.
something we do.
I want you to say something
Okay.
that you could say
Mm-hmm.
both while you're having sex
Okay. I don't talk during
and
sex.
while you're making a sandwich.
looks like mayo. No, I don't know. I don't know that I.
Oh no, that was not what I know.
I don't know that I say anything during sex.
You swear sometimes.
How about, can you cut off the crust?
Cut off the crust.
I don't know. I don't know what I would say. And I don't appreciate you telling some
Can
of
I
my
get a
private
little
things.
salad in there?
Oh, God.
No peppers. No peppers. Yeah.
I'm at a point in my life where sometimes I think I would rather have a sandwich than sex.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God.
I think sometimes that's true. Like right now, I mean, pizza. I would go with the pizza over sex. I believe.
mean, I'd be down for a Sammy right now.
I've had sex the last 2 nights of my life.
No,
I haven't
no.
had pizza for probably a couple weeks now. So I think the pizza is going to win.
It's more important.
Have you ever had so much sex you're just like, not tonight. No, come on. I think we've crossed the line. I think this is it. This is the one.
No, I have never had that much sex.
I haven't either.
Like not enjoyable sex.
I don't want that much sex.
Okay.
I really want it. I love my wife. I love going to sleep with my wife. Sex is fine. Sex is great.
It's fine. Did you just say it's fine?
Fine. It's fine and great. It's fine and great with my wife. I love it anytime we do it. But sometimes it's just fun just going to sleep with the person you love.
Yeah.
You next to them.
You don't have to fuck.
Listen to them snoring.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
I like the cuddles.
Yeah.
Or even just the not the cuddles. Just in their presence.
The more time I spend with my wife, the more I don't know that there's anybody I'd rather spend time with. In any situation almost.
And it's obvious.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's obvious with the two of you.
And I mean, I didn't think I'd be like that with anybody again. But we don't have a whole lot of weird stuff. We're both very weird people.
Yes.
We're both very strange people.
Yes.
I think what I just said to you is like probably the weirdest thing we do.
The what? Which part?
The part about making things dirty. We like to
No,
do that.
everybody does that. That's not weird.
Well, I can't help if everybody does it. I'm just saying we do that. That's probably like the weirdest thing we do.
So what you're
that I know
telling
of.
me is that you don't put her panties on your head
No.
and run around or
no.
anything like that?
No, we don't do weird sex.
That's
We
not
don't need
sex.
to.
That's just panties on the head.
Well, I know, but some people, and I've never really understood that because you hear it's sort of a trope. It's sort of a weird little thing you hear in movies. It's like swinging from the lights, having
Right,
sex.
right, right.
Who swings from the lights having sex? And why is
Nobody if they're safe.
Why is that sexual?
It's not.
Some people, I mean, okay, so tell me sex-wise, what to you that's dangerous, and when I say dangerous, I don't necessarily mean life-threatening, is sexy to you?
What is dangerous and sexy to me?
I'll start.
Okay.
Like I feel like, and I don't think I've done this before, but I think like public sex or being sexual in public. Like even, I don't think I would never do it in public.
Are you sure about that?
I don't think I would, but like just kind of that because it's dangerous. So to me, that's sexual. But like having sex in a speeding car or something like that. That's
not when it's life threatening, like you said. Like
some people like to have sex in an airplane. I don't know
I've
how to
had
do that.
sex in a phone booth.
Really?
On University Avenue in Berkeley, California. I've had sex in a club. I've had sex in a plane. I've had sex in a lot of places that I probably you wouldn't necessarily think, oh, let's have sex here. So that's fine. I don't consider that dangerous. The only danger there is getting caught.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That when I say danger, it's kind of like, would you get caught?
Right.
Could you get caught?
Right.
Because I would, personally, anyway, I would never want to do anything that I could be discovered. I wouldn't want anybody to see it. I think there's probably a time when I would be like, that's kind of fun to kind of like get close. Public.
Yeah, but you have to be a little bit of an exhibitionist to
Like-
have that, and you aren't.
Not so much. I'm more of a voyeur
Right.
than I am an exhibitionist.
Right.
But like I wouldn't want to be in a situation. I don't think I would. I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I would want to suddenly see someone having sex. That almost happened to me one time.
I was just going to ask you, like, if you're out walking in the park and you look over at the phone booth and there's a couple in there and they're,
I don't think I'd be okay with it.
Would you watch?
I remember one time I was
Would
leaving.
you watch?
I don't think. No. I wouldn't watch. I'd give them privacy unless they wanted me to. Unless they paid me to. One time I was leaving a concert, and it was just a little club, is a local band, a little club in Knoxville. And downtown, if you're from Knoxville, you know where Market Square is. This was the old Mercury Theater. My friend Kevin Nicely owned it. This was back in the 90s, I think. So I went to see a band there, and after it was over, I was leaving, and I come out, and I'm walking, I turn the corner, and there's a store that has like a little, their front door kind of inset just a little bit.
Right.
And there was they looked like they were homeless. And I know that's stereotyping, but I think they probably were. And the woman had just gone down on her knees and was pulling the guy's pants down when I passed. And all she said, they both looked at me, and the woman went, oops. And I thought, really?
Really?
You're getting ready to blow a homeless guy, and all you can say is, oops. But, you know, I just kept walking. I'm like, whatever, just do it. Have some fun.
So I'm driving home from work the other day, and Atlanta traffic, you know, on the interstate, especially at rush hour, how fast do you go?
2 miles an hour, if that.
Most.
Half the time you're sitting still.
And it's stop, go, stop, go. So I'm driving along, and I'm doing the stop, go, and I'm just kind of zoning out, because that's what you do in that kind of traffic.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I just happen to realize that right in front of me, a woman's head popped up that hadn't been there.
Hello.
Like for a minute, right? And I'm like, what? Was she? Okay, so at first I'm like, was she just laying her head in his lap, which is totally fine.
Right.
But mind you, this is not they had bucket seats. Okay, so to lay your head in someone's lap in bucket seats is very uncomfortable.
That's on my bucket seat.
But at first I'm like, I don't, what is happening? And then I see her.
Oh, that's what's happening.
So she's all up in his ear, right? She's like, he's just driving. He's got, his arm, whatever. And she's just all up in his neck and his ear. And then all of a sudden she's gone again. Hold on. It gets better. So she's doing this, and she's down there, and she's gone for a minute. And I'm just like, I'm still thinking maybe she's just cuddling.
Right.
Maybe they're cuddling.
She's reading a map.
I don't know.
Turn left at the next exit.
I don't know. So the next thing, she pops back up, and she comes into she swivels, and points her head toward the back of the car, where she finds her purse or whatever, and she gets a hair tie out, and then she proceeds to put her hair up in the back and pull it back, and then down she goes again. And I'm like, okay, yeah, she's not cuddling.
Well, I would rather people do that rather than high speed. I mean, why not?
Sure. It's a little safer.
It's not dangerous.
It's a little safer. Yeah.
So
now I know exactly what she's doing, right? Because she's all up on his neck again, and then she's back down, and she's got her hair tie, and she's like, okay, I'm going to town. All of a sudden, it comes to my knowledge, like I did not see this at first, but all of a sudden, I realize there is another woman in the front seat of that car.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm like, what? How? Where did? Who are you? What are you doing there? And she was just sitting in the front seat, and this woman was like sitting on her lap.
Weird.
Doing all this, and she wasn't involved. She wasn't like I didn't see hands or anything.
That is that's the cause of 99% of NASCAR crashes. I don't know if you know that.
Getting a blowjob while you're driving.
It is. It causes more crashes. I feel like that it's okay. I feel like that's fine. I feel like as long as people, it's not exposing people, why not? Why not?
Okay, so let's say you're in this traffic and you're driving a truck or your van.
You could see in there, and that's probably
absolutely
not cool. But I think a lot of people, there are some people who wouldn't mind.
True.
I remember one time I was in Chattanooga. I was sitting at a street light. It was red. We were sitting there, and this big limo comes right beside us, and they're watching graphic porn on DVD in their back seat. And I mean, you could see it. I mean, it was right next to us.
So the windows weren't tinted on a limo?
They might have been, but I mean, it's you're watching a movie, so it's lit up, so you could see it all.
Sure.
That was weird.
Oh.
That was weird.
Oh. Okay.
In a limo watching porn, and I mean, you can imagine what was going on in that limo.
I mean, sometimes porn helps, but not always.
I don't know. I don't want to see it. It wasn't cool.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it cracked me up. I was like, at some point, I was finally like, you know what? I'm just gonna get over in that lane. I'm just gonna move over a lane. There's 6 to choose from. I don't have to stay.
Every time
right
you see
here.
her head bob, blow your horn.
Yeah, I'm like, well, she wasn't. It wasn't even that obvious.
And after a while, then they know you
We
see it.
what you're doing,
Yeah.
and nobody has that good a rhythm, so I couldn't honk like
I'm
that.
okay with it. I don't really care. Whatever people want to do, fine. I just I prefer people keep it in their own space, but
I do too. I mean, but I get it from an exhibitionist point of view, I suppose. Anyways,
we should probably start wrapping up the podcast because I think we're going down some areas that most people would prefer we not go down. And I mean to say go down, but all right. So what we should do is again, let's just encourage people. Please play the Trick or Treat game, which started today.
Yes.
Check out our Facebook page. It's simple to do. You can also find out stuff about what we're going to be doing this month, as well as other months, by going to thisepicdisaster.com.
Yeah.
And our Facebook page, Instagram page, all that kind of good stuff.
all those places.
Send us an email at thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. Tell us what you think of the show. If you like the show, if you don't like the show, please share the show. That's hard to say.
Share the show.
With your friends. We would love to have more people listen to the show.
Speaking of friends, next week, I believe it's next week,
Uh-huh.
you're going to hear from one of my old friends.
That's right. We have a special in-studio guest. This
We
is
do.
going to be weird because the last in-studio guest we had was a long time ago, and it was my wife.
Yes. The next in-studio guest we will have is one of my absolute best friends that I've known for, 2 decades? And she is from Alaska, and she's coming to visit. So
Well,
we're
what's
going to
weird
have a
about
chat with
this
her.
is have heard you talk about her for 10 years.
Yeah, because I've known you for 10 years.
Really 9, but we'll say 10.
Close enough, round up.
It's actually 9 years this month. 9 years
Oh, my
next
God,
week.
it's October.
Yeah.
Okay, next
9 years
week.
next week. And but I've never met her. I know a little bit about her, so I might want to kind of grill her about like some of the things about you that I don't even know.
Oh, wait, what?
Maybe I
Wait.
should do like a special show.
No,
that's
hold on.
like asking her things about you that I don't even know. She could share.
I don't
She
know
could
that she
share
would. I don't know that
that.
she would.
I can ask.
You can pay her, maybe.
I don't have any money.
Oh. Well, anyways, yes, she will be here, and we will
That's
chat with
gonna
her.
be fun.
It's
because
going to be a blast.
It's always fun when you have like somebody who's your best friend because they could tell you things that no one else knows.
She could tell me things about myself I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay, we'll look forward
Okay,
to that.
so let's talk about the beer, and let's go ahead and get finished.
Yeah,
up
because
here.
your dog is downstairs whining.
She's very sad.
wants-
She's very sad.
She wants to go, and I think the pizza arrived because I heard the dogs barking. All right,
Okay,
what do you think of the beer?
I kind of dig it.
Um,
It's not very pumpkin-y, but it's. I mean, I have always liked Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Let me get that for you.
I'm agreeing with you. It's not pumpkin-y at all. At least not what I expected it to be.
Mm-hmm.
But what saves it is its Kentucky Bourbon Barrel. So
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe somebody else out there could taste the pumpkin in it. I can't.
So, okay, here's what I'm going to ask somebody to do.
What's the alcohol content? Because
It's high.
I feel good.
It's high. Next time you go to the store, I want you to get a 4-pack of the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
Yes.
And then get a 4-pack of the Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale.
Well, we should have done that.
And I would like you to compare side by side. If you can compare side by side and tell me the difference between the two, that'd be awesome. Just email us and let us know.
Well, my wife downstairs says it's her favorite pumpkin beer, which I don't
It doesn't
understand.
taste like pumpkin at all.
I don't think so. But I'm still going to give it a 3.5 because it's yummy.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
I almost would give it a 4
No, not quite
because
that.
it's good.
It's good.
I'm deducting 5 because of the word pumpkin in it because it doesn't taste like pumpkin.
Lies. It's all lies.
But who cares? It's good beer. So,
Okay.
So drink that. So yeah, good. I like it. I'm
Okay.
enjoying it. I'm
Me
going to
too.
keep drinking it. I feel a little loose. I don't know
Very.
if you could tell,
Very.
but I don't know what the alcohol content is.
I think
but
I think I'm a little
good
past you.
s- good
I think
stuff.
it's pretty high. Anyways, thank
people,
you for
thank
listening.
you for listening.
We'll leave you now. We will leave you now.
We're sorry we talked about sex on this show.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Sometimes we do that. We talk about other things, but hey, we love when you listen. We love knowing who you are. Send us a line just telling us who you are. We need to know who our listeners are, don't you think?
I kind of like to, but then sometimes it's embarrassing.
Sometimes it's embarrassing, but we have some listeners out there. We know that. We just don't know who everybody is. So feel free to say hi to us every once in a while if you want to do that.
And you should absolutely share with your friends because you really want your friends to know that you listen to this shit.
Yeah, and here's the thing about this trick or treat game. Your friends can play if they want to play. It doesn't cost anything. They don't even have to listen to the show. Anybody can do it. Anybody can win prizes. So please do that. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to say goodbye. We'll be back next week. Next Monday, we'll be back.
Yes, we will.
We will.
Okay.
All
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.